With Scream 6 continuing to gain huge amounts of money at the box office, it should come as no surprise that Radio Silence are already actively discussing a 7th movie. It was rumoured way back before the movie was released that Paramount were already pursuing a 7th instalment in the franchise. Since then, they've spoken openly about how they absolutely want to return, with a media account on Twitter already confirming a 7th movie is in pre-production. So if a 7th movie is inevitably going to happen, is the plot more or less set up in Scream 6? Today I'm going to analyse and discuss this with you guys, so let's dive straight in. As a huge fan of the franchise, I've never confused how Scream presents itself. Every movie works mainly as a singular story. Scream 6 is no different in this regard. However, there are certain hints throughout the script that this story will absolutely continue. In order to navigate this easily, I've broken the evidence and the facts down for you guys so you can check out each category. The first point I want to touch on is Sam Carpenter, or more the continuation of Sam's story going forward. The 6th movie serves as a huge part in Sam's journey in the new movies, but it absolutely didn't conclude it as the movie drew to a close. This was one of the biggest indicators this story isn't finished. The way Sam embraces her inner darkness and leaves her father's old ghost face mask in the road is a heavy use of symbolism in the movie. Sam has been afraid of this inner conflict and has also been afraid of revealing it to those she cares about, specifically her sister Tara. In fact, the story here doesn't advance in this regard. Tara may be suspicious, but she still is unsure of what exactly Sam is going through. This will likely be addressed in a future sequel, as it seems pointless to set this story arc up with no intentions of fully addressing it on screen. Another point actually resides in Mindy's speech in the college campus. She openly confirms that we are now dealing with a franchise and that the events have spun in this direction. Whilst it's not direct, the decision to label the story a franchise on screen all but announces to the audience that this could go on. After all, even most successful franchises have exceeded a 6th entry in some cases. A third point I would like to address is the fact that none of the core 4 actually died in the 6th movie. Whilst this was frustrating for myself personally, I absolutely believe they will save the sacrifice of these characters for either the next installment or whether they decide to conclude it. The inclusion of keeping these characters alive is going to make it hurt all the more when they die. This is similar to what Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson did with the trio from the original movies. When the time came for Dewey to die, it hit hard because we'd been on such a journey with him. The core 4 haven't received as much development as, say, the trio, but they absolutely are currently residing close to Scream fans' hearts, making a potential death for any of them in the future a hurtful one. One final way the movie actively sets up a sequel is the mention of characters who aren't around. Characters like Sidney Prescott and Christina Carpenter are mentioned in the movie, yet they don't physically appear on screen. Christina, for example, being Sam and Tara's mum, is an appearance that's inevitably going to happen. The story could have let this character remain off the scene. However, they actively mention her during a one-to-one between Sam and Gale. If a 7th movie happens, I believe the likelihood of this character showing up is higher than it ever was, as this adds to Sam's story arc. Facing her past is one thing, but her mother absolutely belongs in that past. A scene between Christina and Sam could be huge for the franchise and may even provide us with some insight into her relationship with Billy Loomis. This may seem like a one, but I believe the 6th movie absolutely sets this up. The lack of Sidney also is something I believe sets up a 7th movie. I don't think this character will be absent from the future installments personally. The mention of her and the way Gale declares that Sidney disappeared with Mark and the kids made me all the more sure we're absolutely going to see her again. Despite what some fans say, the heavy mention of her and the way her character was addressed off screen indicates her involvement in this story is far from over, in my opinion. Overall, I'd say a 7th movie is likely, if not all but confirmed. The 6th installment absolutely sets up a sequel, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video highlighting how it does just that. Thanks so much for watching guys, be sure to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for more great videos on the way.